variable defined in C, limited to the function where it is declared. So the scope of the local variable defined in C is limited to the function where it is declared. Next, what is recursive function in C? A function that calls itself a function that uh, calls itself. What is the result of the expression abs minus 5 in C? Option B, 5 abs, reverse the sign. Uh, in C, what is a function definition? A declaration that specifies a function's name, return type, and parameters. Now, a declaration that specifies a function's name and return type, a block of code that specifies a function's behavior, a variable that declares within a function. C. A block of code that specifies a function's behavior. Function definition. What is the purpose of the extern keyword when declaring a function in C? To specify that the function is not defined in the current file, to declare a function as extern. To specify that the function is not defined in the current file. External, not internal, external. Specify that the function is not defined in the current file. What is the purpose of the static keyword when used with a function in C? Static, to make the function return a static value. To specify that this answer is C. To limit the function's visibility to current source file. Limit the function's visibility to the current source file. Next, in C, what is the purpose of the void keyword as a function return type? What is the purpose of the void keyword? It specifies that the function does not return a value. Correct answer is this. How do you call a function named myFunction with two arguments in C? Two arguments and myFunction. Then it will be called like this inside first bracket. In C, what is a function's prototype? A function's name and return type, a declaration that specifies a function's name and parameter, a function's documentation, a function's source code. So prototype means option B, a declaration that specifies a function's name and parameter. What is the result of the expression floor 5.7 in C? Assuming proper inclusion of the math library. Floor. So answer is 5. And it removes point and everything after the point. In C, what is the purpose of the inline keyword when used with the function? Inline, to indicate that the function should be inlined by the compiler, to specify that the function is only used in one file, to make the function public, to declare a recursive function. Let's see. Option A, to indicate that the function should be inlined by the compiler. Wait, inline keyword. What is a function parameter in C? Function parameter, option A, a value passed to a function when it's called. A variable parameter, so A variable declaration or result keyword a global. A value passed to a function when it's called. What is the result of the expression CEIL 3.2 in C, assuming proper inclusion of the math library? So, no, this is not, this is okay. This round of to next integer 4 CEIL. In C, what is the purpose of the const keyword when used with a function parameter? When used with a function parameter. So it specifies, let's see the answer. Option A. It specifies that the parameter is constant and cannot be modified. Parameter is constant. Parameters which is passed inside the function. So they are constant and cannot be modified. How can you declare a function in C that takes a variable number of arguments? Variable number of arguments. Okay, using variable keyword or keyword using this notation using so let's see option C, using this notation. In C, what is the purpose of the recursion in the function? To create an infinite loop, to make function faster, to make function return a constant value, to call the function itself. This is the answer, to call the function itself. What is the result of expression pow 2, 3 in C, assuming proper inclusion of math library? So 2, 3 means 2 to the power 3. It's 8. It is the correct answer. What is the purpose of volatile keyword when used with a function in C? To make the function execute faster. Volatile means to specify that the function is unpredictable, to optimize the function, to indicate that the function may change external variable. Let's say option D. The function may change the external variables. What is the result of the expression ABS minus 7.5? So I think 7. Okay, so 7 is the correct answer. In C, what is a function parameters scope? So limited to the function where it is declared, limited to the entire program, limited to the block where it's declared, limited to the main function. So function scope means limited to the function where it's declared, limited to the block where it's declared, no, yes, limited to the function where it's declared. Okay, so option A. What will happen after compiling and running following code? Main, then print %p main. Okay, main is calling main himself. So error will make an infinite loop. Will make an infinite loop? No. Some address will be printed. Yes. Main. So %p and main. So some address will be printed. See the answer. Okay, function names are just addresses. Okay, so the function names are just addresses, just like array names and addresses. Main is also a function, so the addresses of function main will be printed. %p is printf specifier that the argument is an address. They will be printed as hexadecimal number. Okay, so function name is itself actually address, so the address will be printed. After that, use of functions helps to avoid repeating of set of statement many time, enhancing the logic clarity. Okay, helps to avoid repeated program and makes the debugging task easier. All of the above. Yes. Next, any C program must contain At least one function, need not contain any function, needs input data, none of the above. Must contain at least one function, yes. Main function, main is himself a function, itself a function, so main should be declared. What is function? Function is a block of statement that performs some specific task. Function is the fundamental module of unit. No, function is a block of code that performs a specific task. It has a name and it's reusable. This should be, but not, this is not the answer. Function is block of statements that perform some specific task. No. Yeah, it means all of the above. Means function is a block of statement that performs some specific task, and also function is fundamental module unit. A function, yes, fundamental module unit, because main is itself a function and you have to give main in any program. So a function is usually designed to perform a specific task. Obviously function is a block of code that performs a specific task. It has a name obviously and it is reusable. So both three answers are correct. Determine output. Main, then int I equal to abc of 10. Okay, print a percentage d minus minus of I. Okay, and then int, let's see the answer, return I plus plus. It will first return I and then increment. Okay, return I plus plus means option B 9. Means here abc of 10 is 10. 10 will be stored in I, then percentage di minus minus I means it will decrease it by 1, so 10 become 9. After that int abc function is actually declared here. So whenever int I equal to abc of 10 is called, then 10 will go to the abc function and int 10 and 10 plus plus. So 10 will be increased to 11, means 10 plus plus will be returned. So it will be at first returned then increased. So whenever it will be returned means I will become means 10 itself will be stored in I, 11 will not be stored, because at first it will store, after that it will increase the value of 10. So 10 will be stored and then 10 will go to this printf percentage d minus minus I, so it will become 9. So answer is 9. After the 36, the default parameter passing mechanism is call by value, call by reference, call by value result. This option is call by value. So that what is the result of compiling and runtime running this code? Okay, main character string is given, hello world, display string. Okay, so display function is called and display function is defined here. So void display char star is string. Okay, and inside it printf percentages string. So printf percentages string. Let's see the answer. Option B, compilation error. Yes, function itself is not returning anything, so function should return something, but here return statement is absent, so compilation error will occur. Determine output. When int I equal to 5, okay, print a percentage g, this is like 1 2 3 4 5 times. The first percentage d correspond to I plus plus, means it will at first print then will increase to 6. So first number will be print as 5. So option A and option C can be correct. Let's check the next. Then I minus minus, I became 6 and then I minus minus means 5. 5 then it should be 5, but let's see. Option D is actually correct. I think there is a problem in this question. So I plus plus should be like 5 should be printed. Okay, so I think this question is problematic. Okay. Yeah, data is missing. Pick the correct statement. First, the body of the function should have only one return statement. Yes, I think 1, 2 and 3 we have to check. The body of the function may have many return statements. So no, a function can return only one value to the calling environment. I think 1 and 3. Yes, 1 and 3 is correct. What will be the output of the following program code? Static int var 5. Static int var 5. Then equal to var equal to 5 and printf percentage d var minus minus. Okay, if var then main, let's see, then recall the main. Static int var. Let's see the answer. Answer is option B, means this is the answer. 5 4 3 2 1. So at first it's 5, then 5 will be decreased during printing, like var minus minus, so 5 will become 4 and it will be it should print. Okay, so var minus minus, so at first it will be printed and then minus minus operation will be occurred. So at first 5 will be printed, then it will become 4. If variable means yes it is var, so 4, then go to main, then the loop will continue. Okay, till it becomes var becomes 0. So whenever var becomes 0, then if 0 means if false, then it will exit. So 5 4 3 2 1 will be printed.